Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard. If you're brand new, welcome back. If you're not, welcome home. If that fits for you. Today, I am called to do a reading on how to finish 2023 strong, right? So we're in the middle of November, almost the end of November. So we have a very short time left in 2023. So what I'm looking at here is, what do you need to know to finish this year strong and get the best start on 2024? So we'll do some oracle messages, some tarot messages, and some intuitive messages as always. I've got 3 decks. Number 1 is the Midnight Mushroom deck. It's lovely, right? This is the artwork, so see how that sits for you. Does that feel like your deck today? And as always, you can always listen to 1, 2, or all of the messages, right? That's deck number 1. Deck number 2, Santa Muerte. Does that feel like your deck today? And last but not least at all, the Darkwoods Tarot. Does this feel like your deck? So here's what you need to know. There will be timestamps down below, so you can go straight to your reading, or you can just keep listening. Take what resonates, right? These are general readings, so not everything will resonate for everyone. And this is the part where your intuition becomes the magic of this reading, right? Remember that you're letting the pile or the deck choose you. Don't think, just feel. Which one feels right today? Deck number 1, number 2, or number 3. I will, as always, we're gonna choose together, right? We're gonna choose our piles together, and then we'll move through the tarot after we've gone through the oracle cards. So however it works for you, if you want to watch the shuffling and see if there's any messages that come in for you during that part, you're absolutely most welcome to do that. And if not, you go straight to your reading. Either way, I'm going to be quiet for just a minute and let you choose, and I'll see you in your pile. Alrighty, let's go ahead and choose some oracle cards to go along with these piles of tarot today. We're going to choose from 4 different oracles. This is the Dreamscapes Oracle. It's absolutely lovely. It's rapidly becoming one of my faves. I love the artwork and the messages, right? They're beautiful. Then, of course, we have Wisdom of the Oracle. And as always, our intention is clearly, we want some insight, please and thank you, on what each of these piles needs to be doing in order to finish this year in the best way possible, in line with their highest and best, so that they can move into 2024, the new year, in the best way possible. Yeah. This is an Astro codes tarot, or an oracle deck, and I really like it. It's very simple, and it allows me to pull some astrology energy in really effortlessly into the tarot, right? Which I like. And thank you. There we go. And then the final deck I have is it's the Sweet Ass Affirmations deck. It's very exciting, and it's kind of, I like the messaging here. So I kind of didn't specifically say that there would be this great opportunity to choose from a slogan, mostly because I think if you are called to this part, then that's the way it should be. But if not, you have the opportunity, right? So check these out. Pile number 1. When I slow down, I feel alive. In stillness, I learn how to fly, right? Beautiful, right? To go along with the magic mushrooms here. May the sacredness of my work bring healing, light, and renewal to all. Of course, to go with Santa Muerte. How lovely. And I am the blessing I've been waiting for with this Darkwoods Tarot. So 1, 2, or 3, see if you feel called here, how that works for you. Has your intuition changed? That's okay. You get to listen to as many as you'd like. So take a second, and then I'll see you in your pile. All right, pile number 1, welcome. Let's go ahead and get right into your messages here, shall we? So you have chosen the Magic Mushroom deck, and this very lovely message, right? When I slow down, I feel alive. In stillness, I learn how to fly. How lovely. Let's see what else the oracles have had to say for you. Okay, so you have 7th house, which is relationships. You have come to the edge and the sea turtle. Well, those are lovely. So, okay, so we're talking about, interesting. We're talking about long-term planning, but also being prepared, right? Right. So coming to the edge is about how you're going to choose to accept faith and the risk of, right? And all relationships come with their inherent risk. And sometimes if we're not in flow, if we're not really prepared for the long term of every relationship journey, we can get stuck, right? Or we feel like we're missing out or that something is holding us back, or we're lacking something, right? 7th house relationship is all about how we're willing to sit with ourselves in relation to the other, right? And so there's a risk, an inherent risk in every relationship, because you have to be willing to show yourself, right? And there's a great vulnerability in that part of the journey, and really allowing yourself to do the work and be in relationship safely is about building a strong foundation, right? That's about coming to the edge and risking your heart, risking your vulnerability, with the awareness that you could be hurt, right? But it's all about coming back to trusting the process. Let's go ahead and start pulling some tarot here to see how we can flesh this out. And remember that we're looking for how are you meant to finish this year strong, right? What is it that you need to know or do or acknowledge in order to finish 2023 in a powerful way and get you perfectly positioned on all the levels for 2024, right? So we have the 8 of Swords, perfect. Well, hello. The 3 of Wands. The 4 of Swords. Okay, so you're coming through some kind of hurt, some kind of wounding, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, absolutely. So you're moving through some kind of, let's call it let's call it a long-term life plan adjustment. Okay, that sounds like the strongest thing I'd like to say. So in some way you have been held back, or you believe that you're stuck, right? That you can't make the progress that you want to make, and you've had to rethink things. And the question is, how have you been rethinking them, right? Have you been rethinking them in the same old ways, right? Trying to apply your old rules to your new circumstances. And guess what? That's never going to get you anywhere. That's never going to get you anywhere that you weren't already on the way to. And if you already know that that's not going to work for you, then it's your job to know that you can change your course, right? You have this, when I slow down, I feel alive. You also have the Four of Swords here. And remember, the Eight of Swords is also feeling immobile, but it's immobile because you believe that you cannot move. So you're stuck in those beliefs of pattern replication, right? I've done this, so this will happen. I've done this, so this will happen. And you know what? That's honestly true, because until you shift or change something within you, your fractal looping pattern of your life cannot shift. So let's keep going. Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. Oh, hello. Strength, beautiful. The Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay, pile number one. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So what is coming in is work, right? Keeping up your commitment to doing the work, right? Perhaps it's not giving you immediate motion, but it's doing that deep shift. That is what's required, right? Not only do you have the Knight of Pentacles, who is always about getting where he wants to go, but you have the Three of Pentacles, which is a collaborative effort, right? There's a learning and teaching. So I would say that you have someone in your actual 3D life that's offering you a different perspective, that's offering you an opportunity to shift or change in a bigger, better way. And then you end this reading, pile number one, with the Queen and King of Cups, right? So you have a divine pair here at the end. So if we're talking about relationships here and really being ready, clearly what you're being asked to do for the remainder of 2023 is to clean your house, as the case may be, to ready your house, right? The Hierophant is about how we carry forth traditions or beliefs or patterns of behavior that aren't really ours, that there are things that we learned along the way, but that perhaps we haven't sat with and determined whether or not they are actually relevant in our experience. And the Devil says, are you sure you're creating the world that you want to without reaching back for those attachments, right? And that Eight of Swords says, absolutely not. You know, we're still working on trying to free ourselves from these old patterns. But you have the opportunity, right? You're being asked to do it, and you're being asked to do it so that you can heal your relationships. And I try always to be very non-prescriptive, because again, this is a general reading, right? But you have these two cards here that speak of love, right? 100% speak of love. And so whatever your preparation is, right, this long-term journey, you're really creating space for you to move in flow, and trust that process. Trust your supportedness. Trust what's off the side of the edge, right? This is a beautiful Fool energy here, this faith walking card. I actually am gonna, hold on, grab a deck here quick. because I would like to get a clarifier on this King and Queen of Cups. I would just like to, and you know what, here's the deal. This might be the right answer for one person or 3 people or anybody who listens to this. But if this is your answer, what I'm looking for here is just a little bit of clarification on this Queen, and thank you. Here we go. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles. So this is new energy coming in, new earth energy coming in. So this might be someone that comes into your field who is a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn, right? Or it could be a new opportunity, right? A new place to work where you might meet other people who are, let's call it influential in how you choose to learn these lessons, to process and integrate this last phase of your life, what has been passed, in so much that you are able to move forward, right? And able to create those lovely things and this forward motion for yourself in the way that you want, right? We have these 2 threes under one another. 3 of Wands is about trusting your long game, which you haven't been doing. 3 of Pentacles is about building your long game, right? And utilizing strength and all of your resources, your stick-to-itiveness, right? Your determination, and also your capacity to be open and vulnerable, right? This Queen and King of Cups gives you that opportunity to create relationship in a brand new way, right? In that depth of soul kind of way. So pay attention to where you carry water in your chart. See if that house placement can give you a good idea of how that might come in for you. Yeah, you have a lot of, I mean, think about it. You've got this sea turtle here. And this King of Queen of Cups, just so beautiful, speaking to really healing your heart from this disjointed, kind of jagged, hurtful energy that's been moving through your experience for quite a while now, and really allowing you to dissolve those patterns that have been holding you back, that have been creating this sense of fear or this unwillingness to take the risk, to show yourself, right? Believing perhaps that you wouldn't be accepted or that you wouldn't be loved, and then really having to dive within yourself in order to recorrect that course, right? So that your motion is deliberate and purposeful, right? And really allowing for your strength to be your leading edge as this comes in. Boy. So pile number 1, what you are being asked to do, in short, is to really witness yourself in that healed state, to find all those barriers that have created a situation where you have closed off, where you are afraid, where you're not really in line with your long-term goals, to really dive into your heart, to your soul, and find those, release those patterns, and then move forward, toward this loveliness. Understanding and really trusting that, I mean, these are 3 super fundamentally strong cards. The Knight of Pentacles is about the motion. The 3 of Pentacles is about the foundation you're creating. And then Strength is about the way you move, right? So you have all of those. So whatever it takes to quiet yourself and really learn how to move deliberately, purposefully toward the goal that you have set, not the goal that someone else has set, right? But the one that aligns with your heart and your soul. You can do it. You know it. That's your lesson for the next 6-ish weeks. I wish you nothing but the best. Come back and let me know how this goes. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Be blessed. All right, pile number 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and see what your messages are. You have chosen this, the beautiful Santa Muerte deck, and then this: may the sacredness of my work bring healing, light, and renewal to all. Lovely, right? Absolutely love. Oh, okay. So we're looking at double transformation, right? With Scorpio here. Lovely, okay. You have soulmates, right? Also very scorpionic energy. Oh boy. And the shadow. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this here, and then we'll get into your tarot. So what I'm seeing here is, so that the shadow, let's be clear. So the shadow in this deck, this Dreamscape Oracle, refers to the shadow phase of the moon, right? So this is when the moon is dark. So nearing that new moon time. So we're talking about intentions and being intentional. And then, of course, the soulmate card is about union, right? It's about union, which is also very scorpionic, right? You know, Libra is the sign of relationship, and then Scorpio is how deep can we go? How deeply can we go together? So the shadow here can be about how willing you are to dive into the darkness with another person, and may the sacredness of my work bring healing, light, and renewal to all. So we're looking at energy of shedding something, right? And being open, being trusting, which is always a challenge for Scorpio energy. Scorpio tends to have barriers, have protections, right? And the fact of the matter is that sometimes we are being asked to release that. As you have this soulmates and the shadow here. So this resonates with me in terms of you can only meet others as deeply as you've met yourself, right? So we'll table that and grab some tarot and see what messages. Oh, okay. You have, whoa, coming up here with the tarot. So you have the Star and the Three of Cups, the Wheel, the Seven of Wands, ooh, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay, so something ended, and it did not end in a way that you enjoyed. You thought it was, oh boy, okay, pile number 2. I'm so sorry. So something ended for you, and it ended in a way that was not what you expected. It may have ended abruptly, right? Remember, the wheel talks about how our lives turn, right? And sometimes things turn on a dime, and we don't love it, right? But it brought in a lot of strife, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sadness and hurt and pain, right? It literally has brought you to a point at which you feel as though you are broken, right? That you just can't handle one more thing. And so you are at this place. Okay. So, right. Let's keep going and see what messages you have in store. A change in ideas. Whoa. That really allows you to, wow, okay. All right, pile number 2. Okay, so whatever has happened, whatever loss you have experienced, whatever shift in situation or circumstance you have experienced that has shifted and changed for you, you have new ideas. And I'm going to say that those new ideas are probably already in your field. This night is about motion, right? It's about things coming toward you and how you act on them. So some of these ideas that perhaps feel overwhelming are actually the thing that's going to the word that wants to come out is save you here. And remember, I believe that no one saves you but yourself. So this idea allows you, right? This light in the darkness is what allows you to create a deeper union, a deeper healed sense of self, that really allows you to shine, see even more brightly, right? The star is about cosmic blessings and how you have healed from something in the past, right? You may have very strong Scorpio energy in your chart. You may be an 8th house kind of person where your life has gone through cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle of what feels like destruction and recreation and destruction and recreation. And I am sure I'm sure, pile number 2, that you're tired of that. And what you would like is just to find a stable base, right? The thing is, we have to remember that a stable base is always going to shift and change until you create yourself as the stable base, right? So we're looking at a shift in perspective from this was great and this is terrible to this is all within my control, right? I am the light. I am the sovereign. I am the creator. And I have enough to share, right? 4 of Pentacles reminds you that as you're rebuilding, as you're recreating light from your darkness, as you are allowing those around you to witness your resurrection, as the case may be, with this very powerful energy of renewal and rebirth and transformation, right? The transformation has to be that gathering yourself and allowing yourself to shine and be your own sovereign entity and create from, right? Create from, but also remembering that you can't hold on to anything, right? You've got the Wheel of Fortune here. This whole trying to hold on to a thing was perhaps the thing that actually, now that I see it, was perhaps the thing that actually created the problem for you in the first place, right? Holding on too tightly to something allowed it to, or actually caused it to slip through your fingers, right? Or to just move away from where you wanted it to be. And so that tendency to be possessive, that tendency to be perhaps jealous and to want things to stay the same, right? In this celebratory kind of way, created a situation where, no, it wasn't tenable for anyone. And so through the darkness, right, we see what we could have, should have, would have, right? And so we don't live our lives based on coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? We live our lives on the opportunities of, we move from that coulda, shoulda, woulda energy to this energy of how am I going to express this better next time, right? This deep union. What do I really want? And what am I willing to become within the darkness in order to get it? And guess what? When you allow yourself to dive into that darkness, what happens is you see that all the darkness is light anyway. And all of the loss was yours to lose, right? And you didn't really lose a thing. And that not only all of that, but that you conjured that entire situation for your own learning, right? Scorpio, the investigator. You've done yourself a service. You brought yourself a lesson. So now your ending for 2023, pile number 2, is to really let go of all of the ideas that got you here, right? This sense of possessiveness, this sense of I have to keep things this way. This is the only way that I can be happy. This is what I need. I have to defend it at all costs. Instead, open your heart, again, getting back to that place of welcome, getting back to that place of in my nothingness, I am everything, right? And so it shall be. And then the key is to keep reminding yourself that your new transformation here, the new you who turns the wheel and comes up to the new places, has to be willing to know that all of that can go away, right? And so all you can be is grateful. All you can do is stand in gratitude for what you have and know that at the blink of an eye, it could all be gone tomorrow. And guess what? The idea that you're holding on to anything anyway is just an idea. So remembering, right, that all that you have is equally yours and not yours at any given moment, and trying to hoard it, trying to hold on to it. When a thing is always in motion, right, the phoenix is always going to have to be destroyed in order to be resurrected. So the way that you're moving through is to witness your cycles as learning, witness your cycles as your strength, witness your cycles as your gift, because guess what? They never stop. They never stop. And everyone who is witness to you is witness to your healing, your light, and your renewal, right? And that's a beautiful lesson. Wow. This has been a journey for you, pile number 2, and I wish you nothing but the best as you navigate this time of beginning to come back up from the darkness, right? Your resurrection is going to be quite lovely. Literally, you have the Sun, the Emperor, and the Magician here to say why. Yes, indeed it is. You have soulmates coming in to say you also have support, so utilize that support. You don't have to walk your paths alone, and sometimes the best ideas come from people or places or messages that we were unaware of to begin with. So most importantly, nothing is yours, right? And everything is yours at the same time. That's your message, pile number 2. So I wish you the best as you move through that. Yeah, thanks for being here. This is an important one for you. This is a big life shift, right? So navigate carefully. And if you have questions, make sure that you ask. You'll get the answers. So take care. Be blessed. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you soon. Hit that subscribe button so you can come back and tell me how this goes. Hey, pile number 3. Welcome. Let's get right into your messages, shall we? So you have this lovely, lovely, I am the blessing I've been waiting for. How wonderful is that? Ooh, you also have the Sun, also equally as lovely. The never-ending story. And the gift. Well, okay. Pile number 3. This is an easy one right here. This is about self-doubt. This is about being unsure of yourself, of creating a situation or situations where your belief in self is denigrated or chipped away by your own self-talk, right? So this is about, am I lovable? Am I worthy? And the answer is yes. Let's see what's going on for you. Yeah, so in this Dreamscape Oracle here, this gift card, this is Pandora. And so we know what she's releasing, right, is hope. She's releasing all of that magic into the world, and then what stays in the box is hope. And so as we have this never-ending story here, this is all that self-talk in your head, the way that you tell yourself you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you fail too much, you do this or that too much, right? And so how have you, oh yeah, how have you created circumstances that are in your way? Doggone, pile number 1. All right, so we start out with the 6 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. So ideas and foundations, right? Ideas and foundations. Ideas and foundations. So we're talking about ways that you have been moving through your beliefs, your ideas, right? You may have been experiencing some challenges, or let's call it some conflict or betrayal when it comes to what you think, what you believe, and the way that you are able to move forward in those beliefs, right? So the Two of Pentacles says to me that you have a lot of back and forth, right? You have a lot of braining going on, and probably most of it is not the best. Probably quite a bit of it is really that negative self-speak. And I have a lot of clients who fall victim to that, and it's a very challenging pattern to break, right? Because it gets into your head and you just keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. So the Three of Pentacles, this is a card of collaboration, of learning and teaching. And so what I believe, pile number 3, is that you have a gift coming, probably in the form of another person, or a class, or a book, or a message that allows you to disconnect, that allows you to release whatever it is that's been going on for you. The conflict, the challenge, right, that allows you to move forward, oh nice, into something better, into a healthier place, right, where we feel more fully resourced, where we believe that we're able to release our concept of a conflict around this, and really move into your own truth. I'm going to grab a clarifier on this Five of Pentacles here, just because I'd like to have a bigger picture of it. Thank you, before I start talking about it. Okay, so these are old stories, right? This is an old way of believing. This is an old pattern of behavior, right? These voices are not yours. They don't belong to you. And you have the capacity to shift them. And the key here is this Queen of Swords, right? She is the no nonsense queen of cutting out the bullshit, so to speak, right? And so, I mean, she really is. So the way that you've been moving so far has just created more conflict, right? And it feels like every new idea creates a spiral for you right now. And every single time you think you're on the upswing, something happens and it pulls you back down. Well, guess what? That's okay, right? That's just part of the process. The way that you deal with feeling like you're missing something, or you're missing out on something, or that somebody else has a thing that you want, or that someone is embodying something in a way that you want, that's an old story. And so the key here is that we're offering some hope. You're being offered this new sense of self, right? And again, we're talking about the Three of Pentacles, which is learning and teaching. It's about the way that you foster a relationship with another person or an idea that allows you to build a more solid foundation, something that's not so juggly, right? Something that's not so tippy, something that has a little bit more staying power. And the way that we do that is the Queen of Swords, right? So we take all of these ideas, Six of Swords, Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, right? The Devil, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, all of these cards of conflict and challenge, right? And we use that sword to cut away anything that's attached in the past, right? The key here is that you have a sense of what this joy feels like, right? The Four of Wands is the way that you create your life as happiness, as contentment, as satisfaction, as that thing that allows you to feel connected, to feel inspired, and to really feel like you're moving with that sense of passion. So the gift here is hope, right? And knowing that you're the blessing that you've been waiting for, and all that's required, and I say that with a lot of qualifiers, but all that's required here is that you dig in to your selfness, right? The Queen of Swords, like I try to remind you when we're talking about things that are big and weighty like this, is that each sword has a dual edge, and if you're not using it to move forward, right? If you're not using that edge as something to allow you to open space to move forward, right? What happens is that sword begins to come back at you, and it cuts you, right? This is why swords are so dangerous. This is why ideas are the most potent form of self-doubt, of self-denial, right? And that cannot stand anymore. That cannot stand. That has to become part of your past. You have to be able to move forward. This is what you're being asked to figure out at the end of 2023, pile number 3, the way that you're going to move forward. And it has to be about releasing your attachments to the way things have been, right? To the labor of juggling, to the mental attachment, to the cycles, to the spiraling, right? To witnessing the fact that all of this has created a situation where you're not even a factor in your story right now. You don't have a role in your life. And how can we get to this point where we are the blessing that we've been waiting for? Well, the answer is to witness everything that's around you and understand that no matter what is happening, there's always that hope, right? Look at this little never-ending story card. Look at what's underneath there. I hope it will come out. I hope it will. I don't think it's going to. But there's a sweet little heart in that hourglass, right? That allows that never-ending story to be told, right? We have this beautiful wheel theme here, right? That we're witnessing this never-ending story. You know, it keeps going, and the Wheel of Fortune here that allows you to move past this conflict, past this sense of inner conflict, mistrust of yourself, belief that you're not enough, right? Belief that you have to get away from where you are, that you've got to fight what's happening, right? All of those things. And what's being offered is a beautiful, bright future. You are the blessing you've been waiting for. Denying it has not worked, has it? I don't believe it has. Pile number 3. I don't believe that denying what you have has worked at all for you. And in fact, it just keeps recreating the same cycles over and over and over and over again. So you need a pattern disruptor, and this Queen of Swords is offering that to you. So whatever it is, whatever thing is coming in for you to allow you to cut ties with what has been and really step into this blessing energy and claim yourself as the hope, right? Claim yourself as the new story. Claim yourself as holding space on the wheel no matter what. Holding space for yourself as your new truth, as your new bliss. That's what's on the other side of doing this work to release those attachments to your old stories. You can do it. That is what is being invited for you. So just keep doing that work. And again, this is such a strong indicator of having help from somewhere, right? There is someone or something that's going to offer you the exact message that you need at exactly the right time, right? It will be a gift, right? They will be a blessing. And then in turn, you can become that blessing that you've been waiting for as well, right? With that beautiful Four of Wands energy. Yeah, this is all about you, pile number 3, and how you're showing up for you. So that's what's shifting and changing, and really allowing yourself to tell a different story, allowing yourself to release your old story fully and the energetic attachments, right? It's not enough to just start speaking your new story. You're going to have to release the energy attachments. So whatever kind of help you need to do that, I highly recommend that you reach out somewhere. Anyway, pile number 3, good luck with this work. Blessings to you, because it's important and it will set you free, right, in a new way, in order to shine so brightly and actually claim not just the blessings that are in store for you, but yourself as one of those blessings. And what a better gift as we turn into the new year than to release all the things that haven't been working for you and really step into the things that are. So boss it up, pile number 3. You can do it. Hit the subscribe button, come back and let me know how it goes, because I really do want to know. Until then, take care, be blessed, and thanks for listening.